Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Tuesday stream of The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I'm here with my normal co-host, Matt. What's going on?
Me.
This is Chad Nation, and we're going to have some fun. But first, we are going to do something different. We're going to do something out of the ordinary. We're going to react to the Nintendo Direct that we had today. Thought that'd be fun to go through that and just kind of go over some of the highlights. I still want to play a good bit of Tears of the Kingdom tonight, so probably not going to dwell on the Direct, but there's one in particular that I think we are all very interested in here. So Matt, what were your overall impressions? What did you think?
I am very satisfied by it. Obviously, we could always wish for more.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they do with it because they're branching outside of their comfort zone, not just in terms of they're branching outside of their comfort zone. I'll sum it with that since we're gonna watch.
We'll dive into it. What's going on, Rainbow Love, Ballet Goat, Chulet? Welcome to the stream. Very excited to go over.
Kitten Gaming at the top there.
Oh yes, I said hello in the chat, but is that Kitten or Kitty? I'm looking at my phone here because I don't have a third monitor. Believe it or not, not very pro gamer me. Kitten Gaming. What is going on? Yeah, some very cool announcements. So I think I've got this all set up, so you should hear the Direct lightly in the background. You should hear myself. You should hear Matt, and
we will
start with.
We'll only be watching the farming JRPG.
That's it. That's all we care about.
We'll not be watching any other content.
So, gonna immediately contradict that, and we got Mario and Luigi Brothership. This was an interesting one. I was not expecting this. I didn't think they were going to do another Mario until they did the next 3D mainline game for the Switch successor. But we got Mario and Luigi Brothership.
I love the art style a lot.
Yeah.
They're and they're just a lot more expressive
Mm-hmm.
than they usually are in the mainline games.
It's like they half committed to like the normal 3D animation and then like a Paper Mario animation. Like it's a blend of the two. I feel like is a good way to sum this up.
Yeah.
You know, I get a little kind of JRPG feel from this, but no, this one looks very cool. I like the leap they took with this.
Not sure I'll buy it because I've never played the Mario and Luigi games.
Yeah.
Paper Mario was an instant buy for me, but if it gets good reviews, yeah, I'll pick it up.
Yeah. So this one's coming out on November 7th.
I like it when franchises branch out of their usual art style. All right, so I want to point out, pause here if you don't mind, on the title screen of Mario and Luigi. I want to point out something lore-based here that was pointed out to me. If you go back to there's a delay, but go back to the Mario and Luigi.
I did.
Okay. If you cut off the screen, left side of the screen, it says Mario Broth. Is this a soup-related game? We'll have to wait until November.
Your brain would go there.
Mario Broth.
If we've learned anything from the last 14 installments of this stream.
There's something there, I think. I think we can figure it out together.
Yeah, we'll have to. I was trying to see if there was a Luigi ship thing there, but no, the L's kind of right over the R. What's going on, Chris? Welcome to the stream.
Rainbow, that's a good question. What does it taste like?
Mario Broth.
What does Mario Broth taste like?
Wow, okay, so next up we've got the NES World Championships. Now, this is interesting. They already announced this one. I think we had already gotten a trailer a couple weeks ago on this, but they decided to include it in the Direct again. And I noticed that they didn't bring up the deluxe package where like you get the physical game and you get a couple of physical add-ons. This one's really cool. If I was more into speedrunning, I'd be all over this. But I almost kind of want to play this just for the Zelda speedrunning part of it, because boy do I stink at Zelda 1. Is this something you're going to pick up, Matt?
Honestly, probably not.
No.
Yeah, probably not.
See, actually, this is kind of cool. I don't know if I remembered this from the first trailer, but I'm a fairly competitive person, and so just to be able to like not play against professional speedrunners, but just other pro gamer normies like me. Yeah, July 18th. That's right. That's a month from today. Oh, there's the deluxe edition. Yeah, so this is really cool. You get the gold cartridge. It's not actually playable, but the gold replica cartridge. What's that? A sticker book back there. You get some pictures. I mean, and all this is for $60. I think that's well worth it. I think the deluxe set is the way to go personally.
It's a game that I would like to watch other people play.
Oh, I agree. Definitely agree. All right, so now we're going to skip ahead. I can't imagine you had much of an interest in this, but this I need to get on my Switch and download ASAP. I really like sports games, and so I got Switch Sports when it first came out, and now that they have basketball, oh yeah. This is going to be an easy download for me. I'll probably spend a couple hours playing this online when I have a moment or two. I'm a big fan.
Wii Golf is one of the most relaxing games I have ever played.
Yes.
And as much as I enjoy Mario Golf, there's just no beating.
Yeah.
Wii
The simplicity.
The bowling is pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played any of the Nintendo sports games in a long time.
Yeah, well, I remember you and I were all over Mario Golf when that came out.
Yeah.
We were all over that. Alright, so And for anyone who was interested in a game that we don't cover, I do sincerely apologize for not covering it. I do want to get to tiers. I think we both do. But there's just want to point out some of the bigger highlights. And I'll just go ahead and give this a little airtime. I don't play Among Us, but Among Us was the only reason we knew that this was coming out on the 18th, and the main reason why a lot of your favorite creators are already making content around the Direct was because they knew it was coming. So, quick thank you to Among Us. Alright, yep, there's your farming simulator. And we're going to go ahead and skip that one because we got Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. This is, I would say, for the Donkey Kong fans, pretty underwhelming. And the only reason I say that, I have to imagine it's underwhelming because I think the last Donkey Kong, beside the Mario and Donkey Kong game that we got, the last Donkey Kong that we got was Tropical Freeze, the Switch port of the Wii U version. And so I think there was a lot of hype looking forward to a new Donkey Kong experience, and it turns into an HD remaster. But this game still looks really exciting, still looks very cool, and I am certainly tempted to pick this one up because Donkey Kong games are always a blast.
Fun platformer. I wish they had gone a little, I don't know, been a little more creative with, you know, either stylization or, I don't know, prettied up the graphics a little bit.
Yeah.
It looks okay. I'll probably buy it, though.
Give Nintendo more of my money.
Yeah. I loved the original, like, SNES and, like, Game Boy games.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this looks pretty polished. January 16th, 2025. So as soon as the new year turns around, a pretty sizable release that we can look forward to. I think that's pretty cool. Now I'm not gonna turn on the Dragon Quest trailer. It's a long one. I don't personally have any history or experience with Dragon Quest, but I will say watching that piece earlier when I was watching the Direct, that might be the first Dragon Quest game I pick up. I'm definitely interested in it. Whenever I see the Dragon Quest trailers, it always piques my interest. Have you ever played Dragon Quest?
I have not.
Yeah.
Is it? I was honestly not particularly paying attention during this part of the Direct, for being entirely honest. Is it a JRPG? This is no disrespect against JRPGs because they tell some of the best stories out there.
Neither one of us are big JRPG players, though. I think this one in particular is. Trying to see if I can find some of the combat that would be like emblematic of a JRPG.
Okay, so it's an RPG. I saw the text RPG in there somewhere.
Yeah.
It's just not my jam.
That's fair.
RPGs, I felt like spend too much time like min-maxing stats and stuff like that, and I just want a story.
Yeah, it's just like if I were ever to pick one up, that would probably be it.
Yeah.
All right, Luigi's Mansion 2. We already knew about that, so I'm not gonna put that one up. But personally, I'm a big Luigi's Mansion fan, and I am excited about that. And then, of course, let's look at the NSO plus EP expansion. And here's our first appearance of Zelda. We got A Link to the Past with the Four Swords edition. I actually turned it on very briefly earlier, because this wasn't a Game Boy game that I had ever actually played. But yeah, you can just choose between A Link to the Past or Four Swords when you boot it up. And looks incredibly fun. Do you have anything you wanted to say about that real quickly? Because it just moves pretty quickly from here.
Metroid Zero Mission was probably my favorite Game Boy. I won't say it's my favorite Game Boy Advance game of all times. It is one of the most fun Game Boy Advance games of all times, and there's a reason that it's consistently rated in the top 10 Game Boy Advance games. Extremely good, even if you're not, particularly into the Metroid franchise. It's just the pacing of it is perfect.
Yeah,
highly recommend that.
I really want to just run through all of the old Metroid games. So I'm very excited about that.
So, Archulet, I'll check out Dragon Quest. It looks like it's on the DS or the DS or the 3DS, and I'm always looking for more games on that. So I'll definitely check that out.
All right, so we're gonna skip ahead, and this one shocked me, and I remember texting you about it when it was going on, but this absolutely stunned me. I am surprised that they went back to Mario Party during the Switch era. I didn't think they needed to. Super Mario Party was a flop when it came out, and then they had the they had the re-up of Super Mario Party. I think it was like, I don't even remember what it was called, and I know that one got better received, but Super Mario Party was an absolute flop. I mean, it's a very empty game. There's like, it's very limited in what you can do with it. I think there's only like 4 or 5 boards, and the minigame selection was kind of like subpar. Like, you could tell it was just putting out a Mario Party to put out a Mario Party. And then
Go
ahead.
Sorry, am I correct in my understanding that this Mario Party supports like way more players than the usual 4?
Yeah, this one, I think they talk about at the end of the trailer, but there's you could support up to like 20 people in mini games, something crazy like that.
I don't know how I feel about that, because I don't think I even have 20 friends in total. And I would never in a million years want to play Mario Party with a rando online.
But that's what it is.
I'm sorry. These games look fun.
Yeah.
Like, especially that golf one looked really fun.
Yeah, here it is. Up to 20 players can go head-to-head live.
I cannot. Oh my god! I can't imagine playing with Mario Party.
I know.
So I guess so long as there's no microphone for people to scream at you,
then you're better off. It's kind of like playing Monopoly. Yeah. If you don't have a friendship, it's a little safer. But yeah. So after the Super Mario Party, they followed that up with. I'm just gonna keep playing this while I talk to it. They followed up with it, and I cannot remember the name of the follow-up, but that one was much better received because I think you could play online with friends, but it was more minigame focused. It was more so like a collection of minigames, and then there were like, I think maybe a couple boards you could play with. So they kind of bounced back on that, but to have 3 Mario parties on the Switch, I'm surprised that they chose to go that route and not save it as like an early release on Switch 2. But clearly they've been in the lab working on games, and they've got plenty to release. And of course, the Switch having such a large user base, I think you can at least guarantee a floor of sales, whereas with the Switch 2, you still don't know how many people are going to have access to that early on. So
I think you and I talked a little bit about this off camera earlier in the day, that this probably means that we're looking at like a 2026 release for the Switch. That's my opinion.
That'd be a little late for me. I would stick to late 2025. But
I don't know. Given that, I mean, I maybe holiday 2025 would make sense. But I mean, if maybe Metroid Prime 4 would be like a dual release. Sorry for the spoilers. But,
you're good. Yeah, I could see them announcing it in like March. And then it gets announced, and then gets released. Yeah, like you said, holiday. But, alright, we won't keep the people waiting any longer. There's a very, very large announcement. And I'm hoping the video audio is coming through pretty well, but let's just watch this beauty. The Legend of Zelda. And there's Zelda. And there's Pigboar Ganon. So immediately we see that this is in the art style of Link's Awakening.
Yeah, but notice he's wearing it looks like the cloak from the Wild era, right?
I don't think so. So then these portals pop out. There's like a sacred or spirit realm or some other realm that you can tell by some of the islands in the back. Link saves Zelda and then disappears. Zelda runs away. Once she gets out of that dungeon, Ganon's castle, whatever that happened to be, then we get this beautiful shot recreating yet again the Breath of the Wild intro. The Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom. I'm so pumped about this. Just real quickly, look at this shot. Let's come back here.
Beautiful.
Look at that shot. I think, and they're going to get more into it in the trailer as we continue to watch it, but they once again executed a level of freedom and exploration. They continue to follow that theme as they navigate into the next Zelda, even top down. Is that was the big thing with the top down game, right? Are they going to go back to a traditional linear style Zelda game? And from what we're going to see, I'm kind of bearing the lead a little bit, but from what we're going to see, exploration continues to be a really, really big theme. And just real quickly, and before we go into this too, I called it. I just want to do a quick little victory lap. I know I did the community post. I mentioned it in the comment of that short, but I'm just really, really proud of myself. I think last week or so, I had released a short, 5 options for the next Zelda game, and that was when this Direct had gotten leaked. So I knew it was coming, and I know you and I were texting beforehand. I was fairly confident that we were going to get something Zelda here. So that's kind of what birthed the idea of, okay, I'm going to go ahead and give my top 5 options for the next Zelda game. And I didn't see many people calling for a brand new top-down experience. So I'm just really proud of myself for nailing that one. But then, of course, I take it on the chin because there was another short I released last week. Tears of the Kingdom is the only Legend of Zelda, kind of focused around the idea of, well, Tears of the Kingdom is the only game whose story actually focuses on Zelda. And then we got this game, which I'm super pumped about. But then now everyone who's going into the comments of that video is like, yeah, that was until this morning. You're wrong.
No.
So, getting it from both sides. But all right, let's run through this because, oh my god, Hyrule Castle, Death Mountain, and I think that mountain range in the back is representative of Tall Mountain from Link's Awakening. Again, they're reusing a lot of Link's Awakening assets.
So,
I'm so
real quick,
pumped.
a couple things want to just people talking in the chat regarding Mario Party. Could be cool if enough of us pick up Mario Party. We could coordinate a game night in the Discord or something.
That would be
Mario
cool.
Party. Also, Rainbow Love. I don't think this creates another timeline split. My guess is that it's part of the Downfall timeline. If they're even considering the timeline anymore, I think they're probably just ignoring the timeline at this point.
I've seen some theories on timeline. Downfall makes the most sense because we're dealing with Borganon or Borganon. Alright, so yeah, you see the Hyrule Crest and you see all of these portals, rifts in time, rifts in the dimension, whatever they are. And then you get the Fairy Tri, holding the Tri-Rod. And I think it's kind of funny, Tri the Fairy's got 3 triangles, well here 4. Definitely a representation of the Triforce.
Zelda learned how to create an imitation of it called an echo.
Ooh.
Once you learn
It seems like the Triforce pieces that
Right.
you put together for Tri will be collectibles or not collect. Yeah. I guess
Oh,
collectibles.
maybe you collect the triangle. Oh, that's such a good observation. Okay, so in that first shot, right here, right? So Tri has 3 triangles. Here, Tri has 4 triangles, or
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
4.
consume one to make something. Yeah.
and then yeah, so it has 4. So then,
Yep.
you know
Yeah,
what?
They're consumables.
Yes, that is such a good observation. I didn't pick up on that. Nice.
Happens pretty fast.
Yeah. So, okay, that's really cool. And it's because my first thought when I saw that was, I'm surprised that there's not like a magic meter or something that controls how many platforms you build. But I bet maybe as you go through dungeons or however you gain the extra triangles. That's a good observation.
that they're gonna force you to be clever with
Yes.
the object you create.
Just out of curiosity, did you notice that, or did you pick that up from somewhere else?
I just noticed that while we were watching this.
Okay, cool. So if I mention that, it's not 100% plagiarism.
I mean, we're on your channel. Anything I say legally
Exactly.
belongs to you.
That's why I say technically. That is, yeah. That's a neat observation.
So I want, like, with all the like furniture and stuff, I wonder if they're gonna give you like. I love games that let you build your own little base.
I would
Like, I
hope
think
so, yeah.
I think it was like Pokemon Ruby and Emerald and Sapphire. You could like build your own like
Mhm.
base, like a tree house somewhere, and just like fill it with stuff, like
Yeah.
furniture and stuff.
Now this is such a cool feature, being able to pull monsters out and create echoes of monsters. And the other thing I want to say, because there's a lot going on here that I definitely want to cover. Like we gotta, we've seen a lot of forest areas. This is just a desert area, so you're kind of seeing a little bit of the biome diversity. So on the title, Echoes of Wisdom, I don't know if there's going to be more to it, but I think the title can just be summed down to it's as simple as, so Echoes is the core mechanic of the game, right? You're just poofing out echoes that you've collected during your adventure. And then, of course, Zelda represents wisdom in the Triforce and the Triforce of characters between herself, Link, and Ganondorf. So I think the title, Echoes of Wisdom, is just very simply Zelda creates echoes. I don't know that there's a deeper meaning to it. I'm sure maybe narratively they might lace in something else, but from a mechanic and gameplay perspective, the title simply just is Zelda creates echoes.
Won't you look like a fool when the echoes become like the most, like the biggest profound lore reveal in the franchise?
Something that we're gonna have to consider for many, many games to come. So we got a lava area. Things are just moving super fast here. We've got to pause on that though. Hold on. There's a fish. Oh, there's some lettuce. Lettuce and carrots and fish. Those are all lore confirmed now. And the furnace in the back thing has a face. 100%. And actually, so I think, so the lamp behind the guy's head, I think I did see this on Twitter. That is Sheikah symbol from Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. You're going to find that all over the village. But then also the little hat to his right is very similar to the hat that Sheikah are known for, specifically Impa. So a couple of references to the Sheikah there.
Someone also pointed out that the pattern on the I don't think this means anything, but that the pattern on the cloak that Zelda is wearing is very Twilight style.
Yeah, it is.
The spirals there.
Yeah, but they see that also made me immediately think of the cloak that she wears in Breath of the Wild.
Yep.
I almost wonder if the swirlies are like the same Zonai or Lome swirlies. There might be a little something there too, but let me make sure I pause this at the right time. There we go. So this, when I was peeking just a little bit on Twitter, because I'm trying to keep, so I'm going to do a reaction video, and this is, so I'm trying to keep my judgments as pure as possible. This is breaking the Zelda community right now, because that is a traditional Zora that we know from the Downfall era on the left, but then there's something way closer to the Zora as we know them on the right. That's just absolutely wild. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, so then we got a little Deku here. And then, of course, the Great Deku Tree. So I'm trying to think. So Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom would be the 4 appearances by the Great Deku Tree. And so now, if this is a Great Deku Tree and not like a Maku Tree from the Oracle games, which I'm sure this is the Great Deku Tree because of the Triforce Stone in front of him, we get our 5th appearance of the Great Deku Tree.
Is now in Zelda's hands.
And then, do you have any idea what that villain is?
Well, give me a second to catch up. Oh, like the
There's a little rock monster.
yeah, probably just I'm guessing a boss or a mini boss, like a golem
Yeah,
of some sort.
I don't recall this thing popping up anywhere previously in the series, but it's interesting too because the background looks like that same dungeon from the very beginning, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if we can get a nice shot here. Yeah, you got these like football-looking symbols in the back, and then when we get back to where
In Zelda's hands.
we're looking here, it's the same thing. So I don't know if this is just what all dungeon bosses look like, or this is actually showing that like this is end game, but very very similar.
How was
I
that?
I wonder if
I hope
like
you
the
enjoyed this
if they're
demonstration
planning on
of
keeping all of like a
channels
lot of the
princesses with
classic
wisdom. There are a lot of
assets, I
mechanisms.
guess we'll call
To be
them.
honest, I haven't
I think they're going to be more like minor
What?
appearances.
Well, no. I mean, what I'm getting at is like,
Oh.
I wonder if they're planning on like the River Zora and the Ocarina era Dekus.
Mhm.
I wonder if they're planning on just keeping those
September
with
26th.
the 2D franchise and then moving the 3D ones in just different directions.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It'd be interesting to
Because
see how they handle that.
thematically, the 2D and 3D have just diverged so strongly.
Right. So we also see with the box art here, Octoroks over on the left hand side there. You see Death Mountain with some like that looks like real smoke. That doesn't look like cartoon smoke. That looks like real smoke. The buildings off on the left there you'll recognize from Hateno Village. So that looks very similar to the building style from Hateno. Hyrule Castle is in the back. There's a heart container, so it looks like heart containers are going to make a reappearance. And then, yeah, that kind of looks like Tall Mountain from Link's Awakening in the back right. But I can't super confirm because I still have to go do the research.
Chris, I think you're correct. I don't think the Gerudo and the Ocean Zora have been in 2D game. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, we did see a Gerudo, like one of the Gerudo warriors, some point earlier. And yeah, I don't think that they've made an appearance. But yeah, so this is The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom coming out on September 26th. And then, of course, for 10 seconds, they spend on a new Legend of Zelda Hyrule Edition Nintendo Switch Lite, which at this point in the lifespan of the system just feels a little bit like a slap in the face. I don't know who's buying that at this point, but so be it. It looks cool. What like the
I wish
years
they
ago.
weren't. I wish they weren't saving so many of the cool Switch designs for the Switch Lite because I can't play the Switch Lite because my eyes are garbage and I can't stare at that little screen.
Right.
Makes me very jealous because I love some of the designs that I really like the design of the Switch Lite.
It looks super cool. But also for me too, it's like, well, I went and got the Tears of the Kingdom OLED. I'm not gonna also go pick up a Lite, but
Right.
all right. So
you could buy one for me, but
yes, I could. Yeah, I could do that.
2.
All right. We've got one more thing to look at, and then we'll get into Tears of the Kingdom. Thank you all so much for being patient, hanging out. If you're enjoying the Nintendo reaction so far, you wouldn't mind dropping a like on the stream. I'd greatly appreciate that. Let YouTube know we're having a good time. And now, Cosmic Year 20X9 Galactic Federation Research Facility. When I read this, I knew immediately it was Metroid 4.
oh, yeah. Once I saw 20X9, yeah.
It's like, yep. And there's the ship. So we waited 7 long years after this game was announced to get the next installment of the Metroid Prime series. I will say I attempted to play 3 on the Wii. I struggled to get into it. I haven't played 1 or 2. I'm gonna play 4. I'm 100% gonna play 4. This will be a day one purchase.
I have played every 2D Metroid game. I love all of them, particularly Zero Mission, Fusion, and Samus Returns in that order.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered Metroid Prime Remaster on the Switch. It's beautiful. Like, they pushed the graphics of the Switch to its limits.
Yeah.
I lost steam on finishing it. This looks so much fun, though.
Yeah, this looks like a blast. I think what I'm more so excited about is assuming that on the next generation Switch, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is going to look insane.
Yeah.
It's going to look so good. It's going to be... And this is kind of what I was saying. I thought it was going to release with the Switch successor. But this is 100% going to be the tech demo for the Switch successor. There's no ifs, ands, or buts for me. And to me, no, it does not take 7 years to develop a game, even if they were like starting from scratch. And I think it was actually like year 6 where they did the revamp. So yeah, sure, a game could take 6 years to make. But I think what they were doing is they were just continuing to update this game as they were making the Switch successor, so that when the Switch successor was done, then they would also announce Metroid Prime 4. All the compatibility issues were being worked out, during the development cycle. And so once the Switch 2 releases, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is just going to accompany it. It's going to be a release date title, and it's going to look glorious. And honestly, if they release this before the successor, I'm probably not going to buy it day one, because I'm going to buy this game with the Switch successor, because I'm going to want the improved graphics.
When you buy the Switch successor, if they like immediately announce Breath of the Wild HD and Tears of the Kingdom HD,
they will just receive more of my money.
Yeah, that's what yeah. I mean, it's the same here.
They're just going to receive more of my money.
I saw a lot of angry Twitter comments that were angry that there was no Tears of the Kingdom DLC announced.
That's so odd.
I thought they explicitly said there was not any.
They did. Okay. Nintendo was also known for lying. I remember they did explicitly say there are no plans to release a new Skyward Sword for the Switch, and then like 3 months later they were announcing a Switch, the Skyward Sword HD for the Switch. So they are known for lying. They do have a history of that. All right, I can see the chat now, so I do apologize for not addressing any of the comments during that period. Appreciate you, Matt, for acknowledging some of the comments as we went through that. But now it is time for our usual stream activity. Programming, that's the word I was looking for. I was trying to figure out what they used to say in the 70s. We're going to go back to our normal programming, and we're going to play a little bit of Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. And there we go. Now we got game audio. Well, that was fun.
Can you push to Discord?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, Kitten Gaming, I still think that Twilight Princess and Wind Waker will get a remake, but I think they're coming to the Switch successor. I think that they're going to skip generations for like alternate generations for remakes. That way they don't, overdo it, I guess, and like maybe risk burning too much goodwill or something. I think that they're going to save those for the Switch successor, because those are such easy money that'll pull so many people into buying. I don't think they'll necessarily be launch titles for the Switch 2, but I think that it'll be close to launch titles for the Switch 2. I think that'll be a big draw for a lot of people to get the next console.
I told somebody.
I think everyone that was going to buy the Switch by now has bought the Switch.
Yeah.
So they only stand to gain if they save their big name announces for the next one. Just my opinion. I'm surprised they're releasing Metroid Prime 4 on this console.
Well, it's kind of a two-pronged thing that they're dealing with, right? Like, if they release it on the Switch, then they know there's already so many millions of people who have a Switch, are actively using it, etc. So they know they'll probably do more sales, but obviously it'll curtail as people move on to the next Switch. Now, there are certain games that they definitely are going to want as system sellers. Like if they do end up going with Breath of the Wild HD, or Metroid 4, Metroid Prime 4, which they'll certainly do. There's no doubts about that. So yeah, just business, whatever they think is most important. As it relates to Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD, I did literally just tell a commenter today that I was never going to speak that into a microphone, but I'm just going to assume that they were not listening, are not listening to the stream. And yeah, I just don't see that one happening. I mean, at a minimum, it's not coming out on the Switch. Even if it does exist, and I do believe that it existed at some point, I just don't believe that it's coming. If they had it, they would have done it by now. They've had opportunities to put it out there. At this point, I'm just not convinced it was real, and it's a very sad deal. But
we're talking about Twilight Princess and Waker HD, right?
Yeah, for the Switch. Yeah. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna make it. Nope. Well, that was unfortunate. Alright, so for this stream, I'm gonna try to tackle a couple more of the memories. That's the focus that I've got. We're gonna do some memories, get a little farther in the story, but this will be another. I'm probably going to try to knock out a few shrines, just get some more materials, and kind of gear up. And then next week is when we're going to start on our way towards the 5th dungeon. We're going to move at a pretty nice quick clip here through this playthrough.
So on your first playthrough of did you upgrade any of your armor?
On my first playthrough?
Yes.
A ton of it, yeah.
Sorry, did you upgrade any of your armor past the first upgrade?
Oh, yeah, I have several that I upgraded, yeah.
Okay.
But
I found they increased the requirements for upgrading. So, but by decreasing the ease of farming materials, they made it harder, like particularly like the electric Lysophos horn or tail or whatever. They made it way harder to buff your
yeah, I agree. So also just looking at Chulet's comment real quickly, and I'll come back to this. I do believe that Switch Online is on the next Switch, and that to me is, I even feel comfortable saying like that's 100%. It's just gonna happen. There's a graphic. Oh, whoopsie.
So wait.
There's a graphic that Nintendo put out for an investors meeting fairly early on in the life cycle, and I will share it in my Discord for those who are interested. But the graphic effectively alluded to, it was showing the Nintendo account system, and then how that's going to play into their future business landscape. And it shows the Nintendo account system, since its inception, going through the Switch's life cycle, and then it talks about it going out and beyond. So Nintendo accounts as we know them today are here to stay for the foreseeable future. Was that moving? Yes, it is. They're here to stay for the foreseeable future. And I think that, you're still, even when the Switch successor comes out, you're still going to have access to all of the virtual console games you can play now, which is very nice. But again, it's still just you pay your yearly subscription and you get to play the games, and that's how they're gonna operate that for a while. If you ask me, it's a very lucrative model, and for as much flack as they get, it's probably the best way they could have handled it.
What is the rumored Edward?
Yeah, I don't recall an Edward rumor, but sounds about right. So I apologize. We were talking about something, but I wanted to make sure I got to Chula's comment before I forgot.
Oh, I think I just brought up the difficulty in upgrading armor. There wasn't a whole lot of
yes.
to go there. I was just curious.
Yeah, I noticed that too, that it was a lot more difficult to upgrade the armor. I think the decision that I have made for this playthrough is I want to go find the Fierce Deity armor set, and we'll spend one of these playthroughs, like the focus of the playthrough will be getting and upgrading that armor set. So hopefully that doesn't take too long.
Yeah, Chris. I think Nintendo just kind of gave up on taking those types of sites down because they're so widespread at this point. I think like so many of the sites are hosted outside of easily, I guess, DMCA enforceable websites.
Yeah.
Hosted out of other countries that just don't follow those regulations. I'm guessing they just kind of gave up and accepted.
Well,
if you make things easier to access via like Nintendo Online, then not as much of a problem anyway.
yeah. Well, the tough part about that, I don't think this is gonna work. Anywho.
You're missing one piece.
Yeah. Well. Oh.
Yo, that was pretty sick. Actually, I think you can make it.
Oh, I didn't do it right. Dang, I should have jumped.
That would have been, if you had landed, that would have been the coolest thing ever.
Need to put one more. All right. Man. Anywho. Yeah, because the only thing is, in order to have something like that taken down, Nintendo needs to have like proof that they circumvented the law, and even that's gray area, right? Because I don't think it's it's not technically illegal to pull the ROMs off of a game or download and whatnot. Although Nintendo does, like, internally they consider that like a violation of their policies and their EULA.
I think that's true for the OSs and like the emulators, but not the. I'm gonna be careful with the verbiage because YouTube does process what people on YouTube videos say, and I don't want.
Well, I think you're okay as long as we're, like, and I don't know how to do it. As long as we're not teaching people how to, yeah we're okay.
Well, still, I just want to tell the chat. I'm being careful with how I'm wording things for a reason.
I appreciate that.
I think that they don't. The deal with the emulator itself was that I think previously they hadn't really tried to enforce that since they were just. I think I want to word this. They had previously really only enforced it with games. I'm struggling to think of how I want to phrase this. It seems like now they care more about protecting the OS.
Yeah.
That the systems are running on than the games themselves. I don't know.
And why do you think that they care about the OS a little more?
I don't know.
I have a theory.
You would think they would. I would think that they would care more about the intellectual property, like the games. But
so my theory is that it's because it's the Switch successor is going to be very similar to the Switch. There's a lot of congruency.
Yeah.
So if you find a vulnerability in the Switch, you probably have a vulnerability in whatever comes next, and they're going to want to protect that for as long as they can.
That makes sense. But yeah, so I own a copies of games that I have alternative computer-based methods of playing.
Nice.
Like Twilight Princess on the GameCube,
Mm-hmm.
for instance. Really nice to be able to play it in fast forward. Like with anti-aliasing and like modernized graphics and
Mm-hmm.
fast forward through a lot of the really like walking all the way across Hyrule Field on foot, stuff like that. That's really nice. I will say the pessimist in me does kind of think that the Switch successor, they are going to continue their current tradition of emulating on Nintendo Online, and the successor console, they will not re-release HD versions of Twilight Princess or Wind Waker, and will instead make you just pay for a subscription to play the emulated versions, that their emulated version on the console for a subscription fee, so you don't actually own the game.
I will
That's me being a pessimist. That's me being a pessimist.
I'd still be pretty happy with that, to be honest with you.
I would not. I'm subscribed to Nintendo Online. I don't think I'm subscribed to the tier that gets you the emulator.
Yeah. Well,
I don't like not actually owning the game outright, but I mean,
yeah.
To be fair, like I say that, but all of my games are on Steam. So
yeah.
like all of my PC games are. I don't own a disc for Helldivers, which I've been playing, or Stellaris, or I don't own discs for that. So like it's kind of hypocritical for me to.
Well,
I want to own the game outright. Nintendo shouldn't do this. Well, I already don't own most of my games. I own the right to access them until the company deems it to take it away. So.
Well, but when you have the option, like Nintendo gives you, I think it's fair to treat those a little differently than your Steam games. Where am I supposed to go?
Look, the emulator has the same name as an aquatic mammal. You've probably heard of it.
Oh no. I did it! Korok seed. I really thought I wasn't going to do that. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, that took me a minute. I figured out what you were talking about.
Yeah, I'm trying to be very be very careful and not, I don't want to get your.
Can you just make the noise that the animal makes?
I'd really rather not, because my wife is sitting like 10 feet behind me, so.
Stream's gonna get taken down for a different reason.
I just get mocked.
Right. Alright. Symbol of courage. Devout swordsman who offers his prayers, hear my plea. I can no longer sense the presence of the Mother Goddess statue which dwells in the vast canyon. I ask you to go to that land and bring tidings to me of the Mother Goddess statue. Please, I beg of you.
Oh, Chulit, I was referring to software that I have on my PC that is not part of Nintendo Online.
That makes a funny noise.
And the name of the software is also the name of an aquatic mammal that makes a silly noise. The Nintendo Online subscription service emulator is some Nintendo proprietary thing, completely unassociated.
Yeah. Oh, this will be fun to do. There's an armor set to get around here, and you know what? This. I do actually really want to do this because I've made mention for a while now about how I'm working on a Secret Stones video, and it is just I ended up re-recording that because I was listening back to my original recording and I sounded half asleep. I was not happy with it because okay, so just full disclosure, before I got into YouTube on my own, I just consumed Zelda content by other creators like crazy. I think I'm just like just another person, like everyone else here, just watching Zelda content, and so Zeltic and Monster Maze, Bandit. I'm trying to think of who else I'm willing to name drop. Commonwealth Realm, Nintendo Black Crisis. Those were all creators that at different points in time, I was just, it's like, all right, they post a video and I'm gonna watch it. So naturally, when I got into creating stuff, and I started thinking about my long form content, that was more so my inspiration for how I was gonna approach Zelda content. And so what I felt like the style kind of was that was interesting and that the community liked was more of a slow, methodical, treating the story seriously, kind of treating the story with reverence in the way that you spoke about it. And so I think I probably I didn't capture the same reverence that they did, and so when I was listening to myself on this last playback, it's like, wow, I just don't sound engaged at all. So I was like, all right, I need to. So I took a long hard look at like how I did my content, and I'm very happy with how my shorts come across. So I'm working on taking my method for my shorts and applying that to my long form. So I'm hoping that product comes out well.
It's like going back and watching season 1 of The Office.
Yep.
It's just like, who are these characters? Michael Scott is not a lovable doofus. He's just
he's
just a mean racist.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Bizarre. Yeah.
All right. So I thought the reason I was putzing around.
It's just solid cringe, Rainbow.
Yeah. The reason I was putzing around was I thought the first entry point was back there, but I guess not. So I gotta find it. But we'll find it along the way. And I'm pretty sure it's like a very obvious cave. Oh, wait a minute. I think I start at the end, don't I? Isn't that right?
I'll be honest. I was not paying attention. Or like I've been listening to the conversation, but I haven't been engaged in what you've been actually doing.
Hey, you know what? If that was a sentiment across the board, A-okay on my end. Hey.
Rainbow, 100% correct.
What's going on, Bamani? I don't know if I said that name correctly, but if I did not, I apologize. But welcome. I don't know if you've said anything yet. Loosely looking at the chat, but welcome. But yeah, so yeah, the Secret Stones thing, it's already been on hold, but yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna be pivoting to Echoes of Wisdom for just a small bit, to talk about the trailer and some of the initial stuff, and then probably get back to work on that project. Cringe is good if it's done right. That's for sure.
I mean, yeah, it depends on the cringe. It's like all right, I'm gonna harp on The Office again.
Ooh boy.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah.
Two different types of cringe. The dinner party, one of the most quotable episodes of any show that has ever been made. You got the dinner party, extremely cringe, but extremely funny, and then you've got Scott's Tots, which is just pain incarnate. I have never actually watched that episode all of the way through. Major props to anyone that has managed to watch all of Scott's Tots.
I have watched all of Scott's Tots.
Oh my god.
It is, yeah. Ooh, it is something. Oh man. It is something. I do not know how else to describe it. But yeah, I mean, that's my thing on Scott's Tots is like, I've never had a more physical reaction to a TV show in my life. And yes, Chulet, you are correct. I definitely need to cook. The problem is I keep eating all my materials that I would cook with.
Yeah, Rainbow, what's up with that? I feel like every time it's like I don't watch TV like just straight up TV much anymore, but I feel like every time I'm like traveling for work or something and I stay in a hotel and I go to TBS or wherever they're airing The Office, every time I see The Office on TV, it's Scott's Tots.
It's like, come on.
What's up with that?
Don't
What are they
make me-
doing?
Don't make me do this.
It is psychic. It is the psychic torture warfare that they are enacting.
Yes. Oh, this looks cool. Oh yes, bats! Bat's eyes. Give me your eyes. Give me your eyes. Geese eyeballs.
What a nice cave.
I know. That was clutch. And meanwhile, I've got the avatars doing my dirty work for me on those choo-choos. Wow, this is a nice cave. Whoa, money, 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 money.
Yeah, Rainbow. Maybe that's pretty par for the course for me, I guess.
And all these gems, I can probably buy some more armor. With all the money I'm gonna make off of that. Yeah, those eyeballs are gonna come in clutch when we fight that Gleeok again. But yeah, I do think I'm supposed to go to the end. I think that's it. Alright, let's get this underway. Yeah, this was my first charged armor set.
Pretty sure I've asked this before. I know there's no hardy durian in this game because in the previous game, like all I would ever do is I would go farm durians and then I would cook them. And like, that was all I would ever have to cook.
Did I go
Is there
backwards?
anything? Is there any equivalent to that in this game? Like hardy radishes are nowhere near, or hardy truffles are nowhere near as easy to find.
Yeah.
Hardy durian. Is there any equivalent to that, or just like easy? I guess bananas are pretty easy to find in this game.
Yeah.
Those are mighty, not hardy.
Yeah, I was gonna say the big hardy truffles from an effect standpoint. Yeah, no. I think they took it out and kind of did away with it for a reason. They just didn't want people having access to it. Which I get. Yeah, this is going to be so much better. Alright, so then I'm trying to go... There we go.
It is 2024, and we still don't have something like that in real life.
I know. Come
I
on.
just fly over traffic, and if I run out of battery, I fall to my death.
Come on, Elon.
And I don't have to go to work.
That's the kicker. Alright, so... Oh, I completely overshot it. That's okay.
I really appreciate in this game how quick they made the battery.
Yeah. That's a big thing.
Long enough to be a consequence, but not so long that you just like completely abandon any vehicle you made, like you kind of just did.
Right. Just leave it behind. Alright, now... Why am I having such a hard time finding this cave?
Wait,
Is this
Chris, it? Really? Is a person? It's like I'm guessing what you're talking about is like when you like superconductive materials, when you super cool them, they levitate. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. But are you actually able to stand on it, or is it just like, oh, we made a big plate that floats?
It's more of a proof of concept at this point, I think. But like, there's a real jetpack. I've seen videos of jetpacks.
The jetpack. I would feel even less safe in that
Yes.
than I would.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
Interesting, Chris. And yeah, Chulet, I would also happily take a vacuum too. As long as I could still breathe inside of it, I guess.
That would be kind of important. Is this a big sword? Yeah, it is. I guess I have to use my spear. Sure. I'm just, Whoa! I did not know that's what he did back there. Okay. Alright. Alright, I think I'm just gonna look where the charged armor set is. Because I was not having any luck. Yeah, they're all along the Gerudo River. And I definitely missed all of them, but there's a cave, right? The quest will actually direct you to all three, which are all found along the Gerudo River. Charged armor set. There's a shrine that's just south of the Skyview Tower and north, which is, take a look at the campfire. Yeah, that is this. Alright, we're gonna start over. So let's see what this says to do. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Alright. So now that I know from here, you can glide down south, which I guess I need to get out of pro mode. Alright. So, south. And look for a campfire. Ooh, this looks super cool at night. Right, so yeah, I'm supposed to go over here. Yeah, this seemed right. Those things are charges. So is the entrance over here then? Huh. Maybe it's up here. And so the quest begins. Yeah, I think I'm right above it. Which is, yeah, because I remember it being accessible from down below. So I'm going to go ahead and head back down there. Yeah, I didn't see a campfire. Go in and find taro. So maybe there's something I haven't done then, if I'm not seeing a campfire. Because there should be a cave. Well, I think that would be it. 'Cause, yeah, the article here. Let's see. Well, I got some spicy peppers. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that there is something that I have not done. Because there is no cave and nothing over here that alludes to the existence of taro or a charged set or anything like that. Man, that is sad.
Alright, so I had to look up the answer to this one, and I'm pretty sure it's hidden behind hidden in like a wall or something somewhere.
Well, so I was on IGN and it said that there would be a campfire if I flew down from the shrine. And I did that and there's no campfire. And then I see the headdress and it says it's like in this thing. But I don't see any way to get inside of it.
I thought you're
So,
supposed to either like blast it away or move it or something somehow. I think maybe you're supposed to stand next to it and get struck by lightning. Is that what it was?
oh, do I
maybe
have to
that's-
set that on? Do I have to get that? Okay.
I'm thinking of maybe I'm thinking of the shrine from Breath of the Wild. Ash shrine.
I don't know. Well, I know that this is like a lightning rod up here. Oh, the stupid rain. Oh yeah, I forgot to point it out too, but apparently rain makes a reappearance in Echo's Wisdom.
Okay with that.
As long as it doesn't affect my mobility.
Never bothered me like it seemed to bother a lot of people.
It's very annoying. It bothers me. Alright, let's... This is... Okay. Yep. Alright.
Can you?
This is... Do you want to know how I feel about this?
Oh yeah. Before you do it, I think you can ascend.
Think I can ascend?
I think there was enough of a ledge.
Oh yeah, look at that. Nice. Chris, I do not have the frog suit, sadly. That would come in handy right now. Okay. So... Yeah, I just need to maybe, like... Let's see here.
Big news for fellow Ditto heads. The Pokemon Center website has Ditto plushes on sale again.
Ooh.
After they were out of stock for years.
Nice. That didn't work. Let's try this. Nope, that didn't work. Alright, I'm moving on with my life. I'm not dawdling. I'm not dwelling on it anymore. I am, broken, beaten down, discouraged. I'm pretty sure there's something, like, I think maybe there's something I'm supposed to do with Taro that I just haven't yet. Which I mean, I thought I did. I mean, I thought I unlocked him at a Kakariko, but...
I think you only need Taro for finding the hole that goes down to the depths or something. I don't think you need him for finding the armor secret. I'm misremembering.
I don't know. I do not know. Ooh, there's some shrines around. But I mostly want to get to that geoglyph that I saw. So let's head over here to this canyon. Oh! That's not how I thought that was going to go. Boy.
Oh, that's a good idea, Chris. Or Chulet. You could use Riju. Shock it.
Oh yeah, that would have been a good idea. I hadn't already moved on with my life. But I don't even know if that would have worked. I still don't know what the gimmick is here, because like I'm looking at this article and it just says, "Oh yeah, you're gonna find him." It is required to complete the main quest called Secret of the Ring Ruins. Huh. This armor set increases your attack during stormy weather and is required to complete the main quest called Secret. Interesting. So yeah, it's a part of the Taro line. And I'm gonna guess that I haven't done something that I'm supposed to do. Which is a bummer. Oh well. We have a Skyview tower to unlock.
Looking for an armor piece.
I'm sorry?
He's asking what are we looking for?
Ah, yeah, the charged armor set. That's what I was looking for. Well, that makes more sense because I was looking for that answer about like 15 minutes ago from you. Ooh, a well. Do you think that has something to do with the Skyview Tower?
Surely not. It couldn't possibly.
Oh. Solved it.
No, all right.
We did it. Oh, it's talking to me. Man, that's like my #1 fear, jumping in these wells, that I'm just gonna like land on something and die.
Yeah, that was pretty bold.
Anyone here? Ooh.
That's spooky.
Cool. What's this place?
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it was just like, I thought it was a mystery. There's just a guy further deeper.
Hello, Mr. Sun.
Oh,
Elmerson. What are you doing in a place like this, man? You see? I set off a trap and now I'm stuck.
oh.
Let's see, can you see? If you press that, you should be able to get me out.
Why should I?
Yeah, give me 6 good reasons why I should get you out of this.
First ass haircut.
Link does need a haircut.
By Elmerson.
I don't know, I think he looks good.
Alright.
Alright, let's find the cave that's over here.
For anyone in the chat unaware, it's because Chat Nation has that haircut in real life.
I do.
Yeah, it's an exact replica.
That's the only reason I like it.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah, Rainbow,
Yeah.
for being honest, I'm a little jealous.
Yeah.
My hair is too flat and flimsy.
You wish you could grow locks like these.
Look, I have the hair of Golem in real life. I could have a nice, poofy, this mass like that. I would feel more complete for sure.
A hair like Gollum. That's great.
I don't actually have hair like Golem.
No, you do not.
I have normal human hair.
Sounds like something a normal human would say.
yeah.
Yes, you and I, human, we both carry the same hair.
All right, you got straight up coordinates in the chat from. Whoa!
Dang it!
You got straight up coordinates in the chat from Chulet with the charged shirt.
Yeah, the
So
problem
you can
is
double bet.
I did that for the. Oh wow, that is very close. I did that, and was unsuccessful because I was right where the headpiece was. It was unsuccessful. Okay. I knew you're free. Yeah, he took that money from the chest. You don't have time for Chat Nation? But I'm Chat Nation. I chat. That's what I do. It's all I do. Ah, that's better. Ooh, there's another. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Solve that puzzle right quick. And I got a topaz. Alright.
Nice. Is the topaz banana or lemon flavored?
You ask the good questions.
Important questions.
Honestly, lemon.
I think it's either lemon or like some dark horse candidate that we're not even thinking of. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of initially, but
Shoot, what's it called? There's a.
I just imagine it being
like
very sour.
butterscotch. I was
Yes.
thinking like butterscotch.
See, I think it would be very sour given its electric properties.
Yeah, I think lemon is the primary candidate. I don't
Yeah.
think it would be banana. I'm glad that we seem to have a consensus on that.
Yeah. It's important that we have a consensus on that.
It is.
We gotta be on the same page. Oh, God. Hyrule during the daytime is just so pretty. I did also see on Twitter that apparently, oh,
Look at him giving you the side eye. Do you see that?
That smug mother.
He's giving you the stink eye. What is his problem?
I didn't like that. Lazy
Ow,
bum.
you need to put him back down there. You gotta put him down.
Just grab him by his shirt and drag him down.
Wow.
I don't like that guy. That's what I thought.
Ah.
Don't do that. Alrighty. Ugly sky view tower, but useful. Whee!
Ah, there you go, Julep. Problem solver.
I think you did not slash the roots that hide the chest. Huh. Well, I didn't even find the cave. I don't know. Alright, we'll go watch this memory and then we'll head back. We'll figure this out. We'll do it together. But there's also...
Thinking along the lines of how Nintendo puts their consoles into their games, like, you're using a Switch right now, or rather the Power Pad is a Switch. I appreciated in Mario 1000 Year Door, they kept it so Mario's email device is still a Game Boy Advance SP.
Ooh, nice.
They could have just updated that to Switch or something, but they kept it the Advance SP.
Yeah, it is very nice.
I love Game Boy Advance SP. My eyes can't look at the little screen anymore, but
yeah.
So many hours on that little guy.
You say anymore like it's permanent.
Oh, I mean, just like no, just like even before I got the eye surgery,
Yeah,
it's hard for me to look at little things like that.
Yeah, I gotcha. Alright, so now we'll have the pleasure of doing one of these. But then also, do you remember what's on that bridge? Should I do it?
I spend some time making some food first. If I'm being honest with you.
It's etched in ancient Hyrulean text. You can't read it. Okay. Cool.
Alright, you've got coordinates for the shirt and the headdress from Chula. I think we need to get the charged armor. For fighting the bridge.
Before we take on the bridge. But there's the memory right there. Alright. You've convinced me. Let's go back. I wasn't that far away. And then, I don't know about any Gleox, but I'm gonna go fight a bridge. I'll do that.
I mean, that's spoil
What do you think? What do you think a bridge's worst enemy is?
Is this a lead up to a joke, or are we having a genuine conversation?
We are having a genuine conversation.
Probably a big truck.
A big. I don't know. I feel like bridges can handle big trucks very well. Because I'm thinking like what would take out like I'm thinking like a. What are those called? The big machines with the wrecking balls on them. What are they?
Oh, a big machine with a wrecking ball on it. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That would be.
Something along those. Yeah.
That's what I would guess.
I think they're just called a wrecker.
It's just a wrecker. Ooh, an earthquake. Yeah. It's kind of hard to bring an earthquake to a battle though. So 09. Yeah. Negative 2800. Oh, I'm way off. There is no cave. The ruins you were have a door. The headdress. Is this the headdress up here? What does my map say? Oh, okay. So my map says that the chest piece is up by the head of the snake. But maybe... Oh, but you know what? I bet you we have to start with the head piece. If I remember. I remember the thing. So I remember during my playthrough, getting to the end of the river first, and that was how I started this. Then I worked my way back. So I'm gonna go. Jeez, Juliet. I'm sorry, I just read that.
But what is a large ship if not a truck in the ocean, right? Everything is like all vehicles are a truck of something.
Trucky McTruckface.
Yep.
I will never not love that name. The internet's gonna do what the internet's gonna do. Speaking of internetisms, I will also never, when someone asks what song that is, instinctively want to respond with Gerudo by Sandstorm. Or Sandstorm by Gerudo. I mean, like, because, like, there have been plenty of times where, like, on my shorts, people will ask, what song I put in the background. And I always get the impulse to tell them, Sandstorm.
The sad truth, though, is that a lot of people won't get that joke.
I know. That's the thing. That's why I don't do it. Because I was like, I'm not trying to be mean, but at the same time, like, it'd be really funny to me. And that's normally what matters. Okay, so I'm going to 0968. Oh, I'm like right here, aren't I? Or is it over there? So 0968. So it's up here. That sucks. Okay. So 0968 2800, so it's just across the river. See, and there's another one of these super tall. 0968. So it's, yeah, it's over there. There it is behind the choo-choo. Okay, what am I missing? So, is it over there? No, so this is 2800. And then, okay, Matt, am I blind? Or do I gotta strike that thing?
I'm looking at the chat. The choo-choo.
And then I killed the choo-choo. So, okay, there's the things that killed me last time. Because there's a captain construct. What is that? That's Lizalfos. See, there's one of those, and that's like right on the coordinates the Chulet gave. Let me pull Riju out, see if Riju's the key. You know what, we're probably not close enough. Let's get a little closer. Yeah, get a little closer. Nope, she gave up.
Climate synthesis.
Alright, now we're talking in circles. So I have to get the shirt first. No, I did not get the shirt first. Which means...
I thought I got at least one of these pieces. I guess not.
Well, so... yeah, because the shirt is up by the head. I do not remember getting that first. Let's see. The charged armor set increases your attack. Required to complete the main quest called The Secret of the Ring Ruins. So maybe I just need to continue along that. Do I have a secret? No. Need to go to Kakariko Village. You can climb. You get yelled at. Oh, well, I guess we can do that. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so it does come later in the game. Okay. Alright. So I have figured this out. You have to report the Four Sages quest to Pura, who I think gives you the Secret of the Ring Ruins, which sends you to Kakariko. Start that village, and then you get Taro to move, and then you can unlock the charged armor sets. So because that is the case, I am not going to do that quite yet, because I wasn't playing. I wanted to do some memories in this stream, so I think next stream, so next Tuesday, we're going to totally go down that rabbit hole, laser focused on that path. So in this stream, we're going to go watch a memory. Alrighty, thank you so much for bearing with me. Yeah, that all just clicked again. So, no fault of anybody's.
I'll accept responsibility for this blunder.
Too kind. Alright. So now let's head over here. Let's, what do I have food-wise? Nothing. See, I got some eyeballs. I only have 5 arrows, though. I don't think that's gonna work. I need to build a Zonai device, too. That's the other thing I super need to do. Because there are some Zonai contraptions that I want to build before I fight the bridge. But I cannot fight that dragon on 5 arrows.
Yeah, that's a bit aggressive.
Unless we think I can get really close to it and just throw ice fruit over and over again.
It's just a fire Gleeok?
Yeah. You know, just a fire Gleeok, yeah. Simple. Easy to defeat. I've never actually beaten that one. I feel like offline one of these times I need to just go stack up on arrows. Because I don't like not having arrows. And I have to go around because otherwise I'd lose stamina and fall into Lake Hylia. A very beautiful and scenic location in Hyrule. I betcha that makes a return in Echoes of Wisdom. Good old Lake Hylia does. I am surprised that they chose to set that in Hyrule. And I'm thinking maybe for Zelda's debut game, that's why they chose to do it to set it in Hyrule.
Don't want to take too many risks with something they're already kind of taking a risk on.
Yeah, exactly. But it was cool. Wasn't it like just last stream or the one before it where we were talking about a Zelda focused game? Someone had asked a question about that.
Yeah, it was last stream we were talking about speculating on what might be announced.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, while we were talking about that watching the trailer, I don't remember harping on that very much, but but let's bring that up again. Super cool that we finally get playable Zelda. The next step is 3D for sure, to get a 3D Zelda game dedicated to Zelda, because she has earned it and deserves it, and that would be so wildly cool. But But even just starting at 2D, again, I think that, you know, that was in line with how I think I remember responding to that, which was, you know, they're gonna take it slow. They're gonna use a 2D Zelda to, you know, I didn't say this or think this, but, you know, as it turns out, they're gonna use a 2D Zelda to get going on making her a playable character, and it's likely within the main timeline, so Echoes of Wisdom will eventually get a timeline placement. Just all around very cool. Very happy to see it.
I think they're gonna back off the timeline.
That would be interesting. And hello, Lisa. Welcome to the stream. I'm so happy that you like my video. I'm not sure if you mean this one or a different one, but whatever you mean, I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. I do think they're gonna wedge it in the timeline, though.
I think they might. I think they might do it. Maybe they'll. No.
I
was
do.
gonna say maybe they would talk about it in the upcoming
Yeah.
book, but they won't do that because that's gonna be about Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Um,
But honestly, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I don't know what I was gonna say. I'm just gonna say something.
Yeah, I do feel like it'd be a little bit of a slap in the face, though, if they were just like, oh, we're making an exception and this one's not in the timeline. And it's like the first Zelda-centric game. Like, I just feel like that would be so not cool. And they'd get a ton of backlash for that, rightfully so.
I don't think it would be intentional because of that. I think it would just be because Breath of the Wild games are already effectively not on the timeline. That I think they just kind of wanted to back off the idea of a timeline in general, so they're not beholden to any sort of continuity.
Yeah, the optics and the timing of it,
Correct.
would
Right.
just be really poor.
You finally got a Zelda game, and it's effectively non-canon.
Right. It's like, yeah, you get Zelda, but it's not a part of the timeline. And then
Finally got a Zelda game where they made Zelda the girl.
Right. Alright, we got a memory to watch. Let's go.
Yeah, Chulette, I hope it sells really well.
It's going to. It's for sure going to.
I think so.
I'm so pumped.
I think it'll probably sell even better than Link's Awakening remake did.
Ooh, yes. Yes. Memory time. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized I goofed. Oh well.
Uh-oh.
We've all played this game. I skipped a memory. That's a bit of a bummer.
Sonya.
Oh well. That just means we have to go hunt that one down. We were supposed to go see the Secret Stone one first.
Oh, Zelda.
Oh. I didn't notice
Hold
you
on.
standing there.
What was it? Was he just staring at a wall?
No.
I missed something. What was he looking at?
Sonia's grave.
There is something.
Oh, my bad. Alright, my vision's really bad, alright? I'm just gonna say that. It looked like he...
After finding a man underground.
I'm gonna blame my vision. Like, it's very muddy right now, and so I thought he was like doing what my cat does, where he's just like staring at a wall and like seeing something there that you can't see. My bad. I didn't know he was staring at his sister's grave. I apologize.
Nope, still wrong. Sonia's not a sister.
Oh, Sonya, not a yeah, his wife.
We won't be able
Whatever.
to defeat him. No matter how strong we think we are.
Okay,
he'll
I no
survive.
longer regret coming here first. Just caught you in your brain as mush.
And you.
Oh man. And this is such a serious memory too. Alright. Let's get in the zone.
Maybe so.
Rest in peace, sister wife.
Jesus.
It was my hubris that set us on this path. I must atone for my error in judgment. And above all else,
Oh man.
I remain the king of Hyrule.
This memory got a lot of play
As
in
with any leader,
the original
it is
trailer.
my
I
duty
remember
to
that.
safeguard and protect my people, even if
A lot of good lore
Just risk
content
my
here
life.
when he's not
Mhm.
staring at a wall.
Right. What's this loser doing just standing in the corner?
Good work.
Is he in timeout?
and if it proves impossible for us to defeat Ganondorf,
Also, he's got really tiny
we
legs.
rely on your knight.
Does he's,
And
he's,
that
he's a
legendary
top
sword
heavy
you carry.
lad.
Yes.
So is Zelda's dad. All of
Yes.
Zelda's father figures are super top heavy.
Very, very top heavy.
But remember, that was a future
It
where
is
you
long
never
hair.
appeared in this world.
But that's the odd thing is like Sonya
You are
also
here
has
now.
crazy long hair, so there's something to that too.
Zelda.
I think it's just to make them look like
were sent to us.
primal.
Yeah,
It has to mean something.
I agree. There's a reason you were sent here. She looks shook. Wow, wow.
Zelda's like, I'm sorry for
The
thinking that
reason
you were
I
staring at a wall.
I'm here.
Wife's grave.
Yeah, that's why the
Dorito body. He's built like a red box.
that's why the Sundelion is there, or the Sundelion. It is funny though, because like that's one of those things where it's like, it to me, and I don't mean to cast aspersions on anybody who did not immediately pick up on that. That was one of those things that just felt immediately obvious that he was looking at Sonya's grave. But then, like when I mention that in a short, I get a little surprised because people are just like, "Oh my god, I feel like such a jerk. I've been stealing those Sundelians for so long now." It's like, oh, yep, yes,
And, yeah.
yes, you have been.
I feel bad for plucking silent princesses in Breath of the Wild.
I never felt bad about that, but yeah, especially King Rome's grave up on Mount Hylia.
Yeah.
All right, now I gotta find. So I'm looking on a map here, which is why nothing is happening on the stream. And I thought that this Tears of the Kingdom map had a. I'm trying to figure out. Hold on, I'm trying to find the memory that we missed. Tears of the Kingdom memories. Where to find all the memories? Oh, that's right. We took a picture. There it is. So we're gonna skip over to the Hateno Ancient Tech Lab. Chula, you make a good point. All of these resources are needed to save Hyrule. And then looking at, so Ballet, I think having playable Zelda is so smart because all the new players to Zelda from Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom who love Princess Zelda, they will be so excited to play as her. Yeah, hard agree on that one. There's just so many new fans now, and they don't have to worry about not being able to play as Zelda. Super cool. Super happy about that. Alright, and I just need to go, yeah, this direction. Up and away! Mount Lanayru is a very cool site, too. Ooh, that's gonna come in handy. Just climb on that.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, I do not like the rain. I hate the rain. Well, I definitely feel obligated to go watch the next memory because I did them out of order. Totally messed that up. I was convinced that the grave was the next one, and then, you know, nah. Yeah. Ooh, in a shrine. Woo! Actually, you know what? Probably just go straight do that shrine, and then we'll head over. There we go. Because boy, do I... Well, I think I need one more stamina vessel to get the biggest unlockable in the game. That's it. And then I can just focus on getting hearts. And that'll be really nice.
What was that thing down there? Down. It's like a.
Yeah.
It's like. Is that a sister wife?
So I have a. I'm just gonna keep talking about Echoes of Wisdom because it's just so cool to me right now. I have a real conundrum that I have to that I'm gonna feel like I need to address.
Okay.
I really want to stream Echoes of Wisdom when I play it, but I haven't played it, so I am a little nervous about getting stuck and just being like, well, I'm screwed, because it'll be a fresh new game. The guides aren't going to be out there for it.
Yeah, and that's probably a higher risk because I'd be willing to bet it's a little more linear too. Because like this game, you get stuck. It's like, well, I'm gonna go wander around somewhere else, right? But in a 2D Zelda, they're fairly like yeah, it looks like there's some more freedom in how you can traverse things. Create an echo of to do whatever, but
yeah,
probably still fairly linear. So I totally understand your concern.
Yeah, we'll see. If I don't stream it, I'm still gonna be binging it and then doing the classic. Well, I'll do my best to get content out as soon as possible. Although I don't, that was the other thing too I was thinking about. It's like, how long is that gonna carry me, and then am I just gonna go back to Tears of the Kingdom? I don't know. I don't know what the future of the channel's gonna look like, because a 2D Zelda is not gonna have the same lore implications as a 3D entry.
I mean, here's the nice thing. This is your first game that you're live streaming.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few other Zelda games that you can live stream before you start to Zelda live stream.
Well, and maybe that's what we do, is we'll pick a game that I haven't played yet for the next one. Maybe I'll just pivot.
Yeah, like I feel like Twilight Princess alone could carry you for like a whole year.
Oh yeah. Well, and it's like, and I've played Twilight Princess, but it was so long ago that I will not remember a single thing. That will basically be like a new playthrough for me. But yeah, Chula, you're right. Nothing wrong with a blind playthrough. My apprehensiveness. Oh, I missed.
Womp womp.
Well, if you want to see content like this. Alright. Ooh, I will say on a personal note, very happy that the Boston Celtics won the NBA Finals last night. I am a pretty big Celtics fan, so that was very fun. Very nice.
I saw that the Celtics were trending.
Yeah.
Here's a question I had.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that the culture was referred to like the Celts and the Celtic. So why are the Boston Celtics pronounced? Important question.
Wait. Why are the Celtics referred to as the culture?
No. So like, if you're referring to the culture, then you call them like the Celts, right? Like the Celtics.
Oh, you're talking about how you pronounce the C.
Yeah, when you're referring to the team, they're called the Celtics.
They're...
Maybe I'm pronouncing. Maybe one of us is or maybe we're mispronouncing both of them. I don't know.
English is just a very odd language. And
Anyway,
there is no rhyme or reason for why C's sound like S's or K's in different instances.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never watched a basketball game in my life, so that's just me trying to sound relevant.
Oh, they're fun. I would say, like, if you're looking to get into a sport, besides football, basketball is the easiest to get into. Just because there's so much going on.
Too late for me. I'm a write-off. I'm not gonna get in. Like, I'm already I'm already at age X, whatever age I am.
Yes.
I'm not gonna get into sports. Sorry.
Not
Not
happening.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
No. I'll probably get more into Zelda as I age.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
No, I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh, sports ball or whatever. I just
Okay.
like, oh,
All right.
man.
Well, that's cool.
No, like what I'm talking about is I'm not one of those guys that mocks people that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're misunderstanding
Oh,
me.
yes. I'm sorry. I thought you were mocking someone who likes sports. I was like, okay.
No, exactly. I'm saying I'm not one of those. Not a person like.
Got it. Okay. Yes. Tracking now.
Interesting, Chulet. Makes sense.
And some is Saxon, so that's a good point. Yeah, it is kind of just and then you have the mixture of a lot of dialects. So, it does, I feel like, kind of bother me. Not on a very serious note, but like, when you're like actually starting to like harp on somebody on the way something's pronounced. And it's kind of like, maybe just, someone read a word initially, because their dialect just informs how they read. And then we like to get on people's cases for how things are spelled, and it's kind of like, alright, well...
I love getting on people's cases.
It is fun.
Like Sandelian.
Like Sandelian. That's fair, though. I'm not even...
Why do some people pronounce it Sandelian and all the correct people pronounce it Sandelian? Why is it that?
I do think I was on an island on that one. I don't think anybody else said that.
A little bit, yeah. pop those guys with the ruby staff if you still have it.
Will they give me something?
Kill 'em. No, it'll just be an easy insta kill.
Oh.
Right? Fire versus ice. Or it'll just pop
Good
right
advice.
up their head, and they'll wallop you.
Right. Okay.
Okay, I changed my mind. I was just joking.
That didn't work.
I was testing you to see if you would fall for my ruse.
And I fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker.
Right. Why didn't that work? Why, like, if they're just solid ice, how come they don't succumb to
I think
fire?
I just missed. Everyone is the ancient sunflower. You say Sundelion.
Sandelian. The ice fruit looks delicious.
It does look good. Just a little hard.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see here. So... Icicle Boomerang. Fun. What are we thinking for this one? Just chop down a tree and lay it down.
The ice fruit looks like it tastes like a white cherry.
Ooh, yummy. Cherry is just a universally amazing flavor. You know what? Let's move that back just a little bit. I think I want more leverage on there. There we go. Pinecone! Hey, Addison. I don't think I came across this one in my main playthrough.
I don't recognize this one.
No, he is way off the beaten path.
Oh, look at you.
Bada bing, bada boom. That's two of these I've just casually done this stream.
So simple, so elegant.
Look at that. Didn't have to build some odd contraption. I could have. I thought about it. I definitely thought about it.
They should let you cut his hair if you do.
When you you didn't know
Quest.
when you do all of them, yeah, you get to cut his hair.
I would do that.
He reveals his wig and runs away.
He reveals that the whole time his entire head is actually just shaped like that.
He's like a Zora.
Yeah. It's a cone head.
Who you calling Conehead? Ooh.
Is that a yeah?
If anyone can tell me what I just referenced, trying trying to think of what I can give away.
Heads?
Well, no, I changed the last word. But if you could tell me what TV show I referenced, when I open up memberships, I will. I'll do a 1 month free 1 month gifted membership. You can tell me what show that's from. Who are you calling Conehead?
I'm drawing a blank.
It's one of my favorite shows. I mean, growing up, but I don't watch it today or anything, obviously. He may have it. That would be really funny. Addison just got like a totally pointed head.
First.
Kind of gross. Oh, Ballet Go got it.
Oh,
Nailed
nice.
it. Alright, I'm gonna make that note. When I do memberships, 1 month free goes to Ballet. But yeah, it's Patrick and SpongeBob are having a fight. And then Patrick, who are you calling Pinhead? But
Oh yeah. I don't remember this memory at all. What is the shape of the glyph?
this takes the shape of a secret stone.
Oh.
Of course, it was too easy to put the memory in the middle.
Of course.
Let's see here. Alright, Chulet went next level. Lex Kai captions 47 The Fray. I'll have to look that up. Likely after the stream, but I will have to look that up. But yeah, I thought doing the direct reaction at the top was a cool pivot. I enjoy doing that. I hope you enjoyed it too. But for now, it's memory time! Let's go!
I do wish we had talked more about. I don't know. There was only like 2 farming simulators. Would have been nice to go a little more in depth into those.
Farmagia. What's it called?
I love Stardew Valley. Okay.
I have thought about
Just
playing that
received
one.
word that the lost free village in the Gerudo desert has fallen.
Oh, poor last free village.
At this rate, the Demon King's army
Do you think
will
wearing these
overwhelm
masks
us.
inside is kind of like wearing sunglasses
I
inside?
understand.
What are they? Yeah, why are they doing that? Why can't they just be normal?
I
The
know.
hope is for me to defeat
It's
the
like
Demon
it's
King.
it's such an odd intentional choice that like
The demon.
sure it has to be
He
intentional
is
and there's a
not
reason
someone you
for
can
it
Stop by yourself.
because the other characters aren't wearing their helmets, but can't think of a good answer.
You are
Right.
not alone. You have the Gerudo, Goron, Zora, and Rito.
Also, it's
leaders
very
as well
odd
as
that
Zelda.
the goddess statue is not
And
here.
of course, you can count on me.
Would it be? Oh, because that's where they are.
Well,
Behind
yeah, where
it?
they're standing is where the goddess standing statue is in the Forgotten
There's
Temple.
something I'd like to show you all.
Yeah, Chris, her shawl levitates because it's a reference to like Japanese goddesses. Like if you look up like various Japanese gods and goddesses, a lot of them have those shawls like levitating behind them. So I think it's just meant to show that the Zonai have some divinity
Yeah.
or royalty. As for why it actually levitates, magic, magic,
Ooh.
Zonai magic.
So it's also what's really cool. If you look straight back, you see the dragon statue. But during modern times, there's a door there leading to that back room where the map of Hyrule
need
is and the
all your
glyphs. So that is proof and confirmation and how we know that that room was added after the fact and not in any way, shape, or form built by the Zonai.
Hey.
And there's no grave in the back corner yet. There we go. Taking the shape of Magatama. Did get a little short out. Covers some of the research I had done for the longer Secret Stone video. Ooh, and Chris also asked how many villages in the Gerudo Desert, I wonder. I'm sure that there were actually a bunch, because there's a ton of ruins across the Gerudo Desert.
Yeah.
Lots of them. That was once probably just a massive civilization, not just covered in sand. And of course it goes to crap when Ganondorf attacks. Nice. Couple more memories. Now there's another big memory that we need to go get, but that's gonna take after some story beats. So let's go get that shrine right there. I actually think that one is the one. I think last week I mentioned, like, there was a shrine that I did where I was on a wing and then another wing came by and prevented me from getting to the goal line. I think that's that shrine. Because this is Horon's Lagoon, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember if I said that properly, but... Ooh. Okay, sorry. Detour, cave. Hello.
Nice.
Horon Lagoon. Oh. Oh, no. Nah. Nah. No, thank you. No.
Coward.
Haha. Take that. Can't get to me now. Crab! So delicious. This is a cool little area. I loved the cast shrine puzzle that they had here in Breath of the Wild. It was a very fun one.
The one with the winds?
Yeah, you had to like break the rocks to get the wind flowing. You should be more careful, Benny. Yes, more food. Ah, yeah, I need to get a... Oh, Chula, you want me to get a picture? Okay, I guess. Zelda isn't gonna love that, but... No, come here. Come here. Chulet said take a picture of you. There we go.
Bad.
Alright, Chulet. I don't know why you wanted me to take a picture of this girl, but I did. I felt weird doing it, but...
I mean, she didn't seem bothered by it.
No, she seemed okay. Alright, fine. One more. That's fine.
So I just want to make sure that you're not, like, being sarcastic. You do know he was referring to the crab.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Yes. There we go. Much better. I was playing it up for the moment. Alright, let's go get that shrine. And of course it's raining. Why wouldn't it be? So, just to expedite that... Nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Oh, good timing. See ya. Ow. Very poor timing.
Oof.
This is not going well. Okay. Alright.
Very poorly, in fact, I would say. No
Insanely
offense.
poorly. Alright, let's grab my weapon. There we go. Shink. Grab my jelly. Grab my shrooms. Okay. Now I'm ready. Ah. And it's a very nice day in Hyrule. There we are. Yeah, that was almost a good one for the death reel. What I'm gonna have to do at the end of this.
Have you been collecting them, or are you gonna go back and?
I have not been collecting them, so I'm gonna have to. And whoo boy,
That's gonna be brutal.
that's gonna be very brutal.
You're gonna have to make sure you include that early on clip of Tulin just getting wrecked.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do still need to capture that.
knockoff thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he was he was having a tough time on the way to the Wind
He
Temple.
ate it. He definitely ate it.
Kept getting yeeted. I think that hover bike is doing its job. I don't think it's doing too bad, but yes, Rainbow, I could have a better one for sure. Oh yeah, yep, this is 100%. Okay, yeah, because there's no wings up here, so I gotta grab. Oh, that one. There we are. Okay, and then I'll put the ball on here. And oh. Well, this part's too easy. Wings are so cool. This was easily one of my favorite additions to this game.
Very relaxing.
Yes. I wish there was a way. Like, I'm okay if, like, early game they have that, like, 30-second or 1 minute timer. But I wish there was a way to remove that, like, once you've beaten the game or something. So that you could just fly around Hyrule and just appreciate it. Because, oh man, would I do that. Plus, I'd get some insane footage.
Yeah, like
for my
an
videos.
An end game equivalent to the Master Cycle 0.
Mm-hmm.
But for the air, yeah.
Yes.
Like,
I guess Aonuma didn't have any burning desires to incorporate a special airplane or anything. Because that's what birthed the Master Cycle, was he just really wanted a motorcycle. And that's all that was. There we go. You may have gotten a little far from your microphone.
I was just mumbling.
Oh, okay. Good. Alright. Got it. Nope, nope. Need to get one of my... Oh, I already got rid of the... No, I didn't. There we go. My roasted bass claymore. Alright. So now... I don't remember if there's a trick to this, or if I just fly. I don't remember. So let's try. Let's see what happens. Nope, there's a trick to it. Okay. Got it. That's funny.
Huh. What's the trick supposed to be?
I don't
You could
know.
recall it real quick,
I could.
or you could just die.
Things just like, yeah, there's no hope for me. Let's see. Ah! Gimmick.
How are you gonna get up there? Oh, there's still one.
Yeah. Whee! Okay. Oh, I need a wing. There's my trusty wing. And we'll put that right there. Turn you off. Oh, that's not gonna work. Truly, he looked away.
It was less of a good rip and more just a resigned, well, kind of, you know.
Sometimes those are the best rips, though.
Yeah, true.
Alright. Oh. There we go. Oh. Yeah. Oh.
I said nice recovery, but maybe not.
Go up. No.
Maybe not. That was tragic.
That was.
Maybe it'll still. I think it'll still be intact. Nope.
Yes, it is. Look at it.
Crap! I'll be right back.
There it is over there.
Oh,
yeah.
Recall it.
Oh yeah, I totally could. You're right. No, I
apologize.
can't.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure. I cannot recall it. It is stuck over there. Stuck for good. Well, I still have this one. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Alright, now do we think I can make it on one fan? That's the question that we are forced to answer. Because, those are stuck over there. Pretty good. Those aren't, that's not coming back unless I go get it. That's for sure. There we go. The situations that we get ourselves into. Certainly something. I don't know if this is gonna work the way I think it's gonna work. There we go.
Sorry about that.
I
That didn't go very well.
No.
Wow, that was a good rip.
I think I overthought it. Well, that's not true. I think I underthought it.
I think you underthought it.
Yeah. But at least it's not stuck.
I think it was less the fact that he was lacking 2 fans and more the fact that the fan was propelling him downwards.
I thought it was going to propel me upwards. But I only have 1 fan now, Destin, because if you are just joining us, my 3 other fans are over there. I have 4 fans and 3 of them are stuck against the wall over there.
Might be time to maybe reload this.
Well,
this shrine.
Hold on.
We'll try again next week.
We're not done yet. We're not done yet. And welcome to the stream, Destin.
Yeah, stay on the tail. You might. Oh, you made it. You're good.
Yeah. I just needed the 1. We did it. We did it. Woo!
Efficiency.
Alright. And ran into the sacred monument. You know, don't mind us.
Whatever. They're both dead anyway. Who cares?
Jesus.
I mean, I don't even see a monument there. All I see is a wall.
It's just a wall. Yeah.
A wall.
What are these 2 losers staring at? Who knows? Nice. And I got my health back, and we all know that I need that. That's for sure. Alrighty, well, that is going to conclude this week's stream of Tears of the Kingdom. And we also did the Nintendo Direct reaction, so thanks for hanging out with us during all that. And at any point that you've been hanging out with us this evening, I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already, if you wouldn't mind hitting like on this stream, let YouTube know you had a good time while you're here, we would really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I am going to go get to work on my reaction to the trailer, and by reaction I mean analysis. So I'm going to throw my hat in the ring, do my first analysis video, and go over everything that I noticed that we talked about in the Echoes of Wisdom trailer, and definitely going to steal that nugget you pointed out, Matt, the whole consumable triangles on Try the Fairy. So next week we are going to start the Secrets of the Ring Ruin quest and fully dive into the mystery of the 5th dungeon of Tears of the Kingdom. Thank you so much, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you.